Hi, my name's Sophie. Thank you very much for watching this video. Today we're going to be talking about making leaning increases. Now these are really useful to know how to do. I use them to shape the neckline and the yoke of my Lucca cardigan and a few other designs I've got coming out soon. So it's something you see a lot in many patterns. It's really useful and it's really not as difficult as it sounds. So I'm going to be showing you how to make them today using We Are Knitters Pima Cotton in the shade grey. And I've prepared a little sample here, so this is what I mean. So if you look here and here along this work, you can see that I've made a few increases. So I started with 10 stitches and I've now got 10, 15, 22. So we've made quite a few new stitches. And what I mean about them leaning is if you look here where an increase has been made, on this side they lean to the left, on this side they lean to the right. There's no holes really, only slightly where the stitch has been stretched. And this is making leaning increases on every right side row. So every time you're knitting, you're making increases. So let's see how you actually do this. Okay, I've moved my yarn out of the way so we can see what we're doing a bit more clearly. So I'm going to start by knitting up to the point where I want to make my increases. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Now you'll quite often see instructions to place a marker around where you want to make your increases. It's called a raglan stitch. Now you don't always have to be making raglan increases. It can be for other types of shaping, but for simplicity's sake I have made them in a raglan style here. So what we're going to do, we've reached our stitch and now we're going to take this bar that runs from the stitch on your left hand needle to the stitch you've just knit on your right hand needle, and to make the right leaning increase we're going to pick up that bar, place it over your left hand needle from back to front. This is something that I always found quite confusing because I've not got very good spatial awareness, but that is what this means. So back to front, and we're just going to knit it like normal, and that's it. That's the increase. Really simple. So we're going to knit the next stitch, which is the raglan stitch in this case, and then we're going to make a left leaning increase. So this is very similar, it's the same thing just in reverse. So instead of going from back to front like we did before, we're now going to go from front to back like that. So let me just show you that again. And this time, instead of knitting the stitch like normal, which would produce a really quite big hole in your knitting, which isn't ideal, we're now going to knit it through the back loop. So this is the front of the loop, what we can see here, and then this is the back of the loop. So we're going to go like so, really easy. And that's left leaning increase. So let's knit across and get to the next set of increases, just so I can show you again. Really simple. Cool, here we are. So we're at the next raglan, and again, if this was in a garment, I would recommend placing a marker here and here if you're a beginner. So again, I'm just going to go from back to front, knit like normal. And I don't know if you can see there, but it kind of twists if I drop that again. When we do it like this, it kind of twists the stitch, and that's why you don't get a hole. Knit one, and then make a left leaning increase, so front to back through the back loop, knit like normal, done. Really easy. Let's get to the end of the row. So we've made another 4 stitches, and they're leaning the right way, and they add quite a lot of shape. So that is the benefit of using this method rather than just knitting the front and the back of the stitch. Okay, so I have my Lucca cardigan here just to show you what that looks like in practice. It's looking very orange for some reason, so sorry about that. But you can see here, so the garment is cast on from the neck, and then a series of raglan increases is used to shape the garment. It also shapes the V-neck as you make leaning increases along here to shape the V. So here you can see what they look like in the shaping of the cardigan, and it's important to note that they are often noted in patterns as make one left and make one right. So when you see that, that's what this means. So there you have it. That's how you work leaning increases. It's really simple and really fun. I hope you enjoy it, and happy knitting. Thank you for watching. Bye.